Hello guys, today I have 2009 Suzuki Grand Vitara with 4-cylinder, and the task is to replace the valve cover gasket. I'm doing this first time, so please be bear with me. We will start by removing the engine cover, and it should just pop off. So as promised, we have 4 cylinders. We have a valve cover, and we will replace the gasket on it. To start, I will undo the ignition coils, spark plug coils, just by pressing this tab and pulling out. And next I will have to remove those bolts and get the coils out. So that's 10 mil bolts, and they come all the way out. So when we get the coils out, they probably will be soaked in oil, but we will see. So to get the coil out, we just pull them. Yes, and they are all soaked with oil. Make sure that whenever you pull them out, you install them back in the same order as you get them out. So I will get a piece of paper towel and get them on my workbench. So I got 3 coils out. First one was soaked with oil, other 2 are not, and this one you can see it's dry too. Other things that I forgot to mention, what you should have done and what I've done. Just recently get this loose, your negative battery post, and get your battery disconnected, since you and I am playing with wiring, so it's a good idea to get it disconnected. And another thing that you want to do, just take a compressed air from your compressor and blow all the dust of the engine, so whenever you remove the cover, nothing falls inside. Just like that. Make sure that you're wearing your safety glasses so nothing gets into your eyes, and either a lot of dust, wear the dust mask to protect yourself from the dust. But I will get everything cleaned, and next what I will do, looks like I will need to remove that 10 mil, that those are the brackets that hold the ignition wiring. Those seems to me to be also the bolts that hold the cover, and like they have those pins that plastic engine cover was sitting on. But we will get those removed, and all the bolts around, also 10 mil. And other thing that we will need to remove are those vacuum hoses, one in here, one in here, and we will see where it will get us. So let me clean the engine first. So I have removed those brackets that hold the wiring harness, and having this out, I can tell that this does not go all the way to the engine head. So those 3 others I will leave in for now, and we'll remove just, I guess I can remove the hoses now while the cover is in place and fixed. So I may need to put, just to spin it a bit to get it loose, and then it's supposed to come out easily. Alright, So as was mentioned before, it's 10 mils, and I will get them all loose and we will see if it gets us where we want. So I have removed a few bolts and they come out all the way, like in some North American cars. Those tend to stay in the cover, those come out and they look all the same size. I have them placed in the order I removed them just to make sure that they are the same size, but so far they are the same size. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bolts on the perimeter and 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts in the middle. That's what we need to remove. I'll just check one in the middle, and it looks absolutely the same size and as all the others. So let me finish that. So I have removed all the bolts. Another thing that we can do before we start moving parts and making a mess, just get some tape and cover your vacuum hoses so no dust and debris will get in. Probably should have done it as soon as we removed them, but we didn't pick up any dust yet, so we should be good. So let me get this. Oh yeah. Nice. Let's take a look. Yeah, that gasket is super hard and super flat. Alright, that was easy. So we will get this all cleaned, washed. So over here, this spot, oops, actually, yeah, I think this is just old silicone. So over here and over here, we will need to apply some RTV silicone. That's where the front cover, timing cover meets the engine. That's important to do because if you do not put any sealant, it will start leaking eventually. And most of the sealant they want to cure for roughly 24 hours. So that's why we are doing it in the evening, so it can stay in the shop for a day and then we will start it and check. But next step will be to get this all nice and clean. We will wash it, we will remove the old gasket, and we will apply a new one. Let's do that, and then we will be able to put it back. I just want to show you guys, like I already removed the gasket on the outside. This is the inside, like this is rubber gasket. It's supposed to be soft, like right now it's like plastic, it's so brittle. So it's just another sign that it's so old and it like it's like plastic and it breaks. Like the new one is super soft and super flexible, while this one is super brittle. So while our cover is getting dried, now we need to go around all the surfaces where the gasket will be touching and clean it with brake clean or rag, or brake clean and a shop towel. The best way is probably just to apply some brake clean on the rag and go all the way around, make it nice and shiny. Make sure if there was silicone, take a scraper blade and carefully remove it so it's nice and clean. And another thing to remember, if it happened that you had oil around your spark plugs, the best way is to take a screwdriver and just push some dry paper towel inside so it can suck it out. I checked this spark plug is dry, so the oil just got on a coil, but the area around the spark plug is still dry. So now we go all the way around, all the way around the spark plugs holes, and everywhere where the gasket touches the metal, it has to be super clean and dry. In other case, there's a big chance that it will start leaking. So guys, I've noticed that on those circle shape grooves on the back, in one there is some silicone, so I'm not sure why it's there, because it's flat piece, it's machine surfaced. But anyway, when we install the new gasket, we will put super tiny thin layer of the silicone over here, basically on entire back. That's what they had before, like there was some silicone on this corner and on this corner. So we will do the same, as we do not have any direct manuals where it's supposed to be applied. From my perspective, I would just do it on a timing cover, but since there was some, and if we apply just a thin layer, it won't hurt. Just make sure that you let it up to 24 hours to cure.